guys, welcome back to another video. We are currently out in I don't know where. All I know is that I got a flyer. They told me, hey bro, there's a big meet, pull up. And I did, and let me tell you, this meet is huge. It's at least, I don't know, maybe 10 dealerships combined, and you still have a lot of other parking and all kinds of other stuff. So it's actually a lot of cars, a lot of people. So as I'm walking by, I noticed that there's like this cat. I don't know what it's a big cat though. So a lot of you guys are aware that I actually want to buy myself an exotic car. I want to buy myself a dream car of mine, and that dream car, and I don't know if I've told you guys this before, but is an Audi R8. I know it's not a Lamborghini. I know everyone wants a Lamborghini, but for me, it's an Audi R8, and let me show you the one that I'm talking about. So this is the dream car. Ever since I seen this car in Iron Man, like every other guy, this was the car. Obviously, the one that he had was the Spider, and I don't want the Spider. I want the coupe. And I think this car is probably the sickest example because it has all the carbon fiber accents. So from the side mirrors to the door to the side scoop, everything, like even the wheels themselves. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but the barrels are carbon. This is a perfect example of a dream car that I want. It's obtainable. I already looked at them, but I just gotta make sure that everything else is in order so that way when I do get it, I can actually enjoy it and not be penny pinching, if you know what I mean. The car itself is actually pretty big. I was expecting them to be a lot smaller. I wasn't expecting it to be as big as it is. And this is the Aston Martin one. So wow, it's really crazy to see it, bro. Even if, let's just say this is a retired one, this one is a really good example of a retired F1 car. Now I understand why everything's so expensive. Yeah, they're pretty sick. I personally would get me one if I had the money. Imagine driving one of these on the street. That would be absolutely insane. But super sick. Now I don't know how well you guys are gonna be able to see this on the actual camera because we are inside, so I'm hoping the lighting is really good. But this Land Rover behind me is actually full carbon fiber. Check it out. Now this is the Defender. For those of you that are not aware, this is a Defender. It is Land Rovers, but I had a double take because when I seen it, I was like, wait, it doesn't say Land Rover anywhere, and then I found the tags. But anyway, so this is actually really sick to see something like this in production, especially coming from Land Rover themselves. I would have never envisioned them to do carbon fiber door panels and fenders and stuff like that. I would expect that more from like Lamborghini, Ferrari, and all that stuff. But to see that on a Land Rover, that's actually pretty sick. And I'm curious to see the price tag on this. So hold on, let me see really fast. Guess the price tag. Go ahead, I'll let you guys guess it. I just seen it right now, so just guess. I think it's a pretty good deal for what it is. All right, so I tried to zoom in and I couldn't zoom in because the focus wasn't there. But this is gonna cost you $101,000. So let's just say 102 out the door with taxes and all that other stuff. So for $102,000, you can have yourself a Defender from Land Rover with full carbon fiber panels, like everything. So just so you guys have an idea of how big this event actually is, that is the freeway, and it goes all the way down in between all these dealerships, down that way, maybe like 2 more blocks. So it's actually freaking huge, and you have a lot of the dealerships working together. So now I don't know if it's just all one owner that franchises all of them, or if it's like all of them decided, hey, let's throw this big event together. But it's their 11th annual, so obviously been doing it for 11 years, so that's pretty cool. I'm sure this sucks for everyone else that's not into cars, because now you're dealing with everyone's traffic. Also too, I find out this is Galpin's show, so there's that. Another thing too, guys, look, now imagine you had unlimited funds and you could build yourself a garage and then just literally have everything set up like this. Now obviously we already know where this is from, and then I don't know if you guys remember, but if you guys have been following for a while now, Zach built one of these for his dad, and it was super sick. I think he's currently still in possession of it. I don't know if they sold it or not, but he built it for his dad for Father's Day, and it came out super sick. It was a white one for those of you that remember. obviously too, who can not love these cars? I know there is people out there that don't like these, but I think personally these are pretty sick. I would love to add one of these to the garage one day, but yeah, hopefully I can get my hands on one before they get like super expensive. And then obviously too, this looks like a resto mod, just based off of the window. It looks like they grabbed a newer body and then threw old body panels on it. I could be wrong, but that's what it looks like, just based off of the window itself, like the outline where the rubber and all that stuff's at, where the window seal is. That's what looks like it to me. Let me see if I can zoom in. Maybe you guys might be able to tell too. But like, look at it. It looks like a newer one. So I think they just retrofitted like all the exterior panels on a newer chassis. Anyway guys, so as you guys seen through the clips right now that I added, the owner of the Mach 10, I believe that's what it's called. Yes, the Mach 10, was nice enough to give me more information about the car. Unfortunately, I didn't get it on camera. Sometimes in life, you just kind of get caught up in the moment and you just want to enjoy the conversations and the people that you're speaking with. So that was awesome. But yeah, the car is sick. Now we are inside. Obviously there's music, so I'm gonna try to keep it to a minimum of the talking, but let me just go ahead and give you guys some clips of everything that is in here right now. Sure exactly what car they used to build this, but this is absolutely insane. You have two superchargers, one big ass throttle body that connects it. Another thing that I really do like, and this is something that I really would do, is look at the wheels. It's like a single blade type wheel, and it just looks so sick. Like, imagine throwing that on an exotic car, for example, like an Audi R8, a Lamborghini or something like that. Now, I don't know how the structure of it really is, given that it's one solid blade, but I mean, I think it's okay, right? Or at least it should be okay. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you guys. I genuinely would love to build myself a classic car. You know what I mean? Something that I can go ahead and build and do whatever I want and not have to deal with California emissions. So if we can find something that works in our favor, we'll build that. Maybe a classic Mustang, you know what I mean? Camaro, we can get a Camaro, we can get a pickup truck. Whatever you guys are thinking, comment it down below. I really am curious to see what you guys have as far as for ideas. Look at the batteries in here, bro. The motors and the batteries. That is a lot of batteries just for hydraulics. And if you guys are not aware, because I know you aren't, we made it to the Lowriders section and it smells like weed and passion. That's what it smells like in here. Look at the suspension on this, bro. Insane. The fact that all of this is chromed out in here, look at that. Look at the detail down here too, the paint. Beautiful, dude. Love this. Look at the interior. Matches the exterior. Alex Choi, is that you, bro? So sick. The paint's so beautiful. Love this. The variety that you will see at this car meet as far as for cars is insane. You have everything from classics, hydraulics, pickup trucks, exotics. You guys literally have it all here. And I'm so happy I came out today. So shout out to whoever sent me that. All right, guys. Should we do it? Should we bring our car over here and let them paint it? Let me know. Comment down below. Should I do it right now? I'll do it right now. Just gotta comment real quick. All right, so I finally made it to where I wanted to, which is where all the GTDs are. Now, obviously, you guys have seen them on the internet, but these cars are ginormous in person. This kind of looks like the Porsche Ruby Star Red, I think. I don't know if they call it that here. Obviously, they probably have a different name for it, but How sick does that honestly? The fact that Ford created this just blows my mind, because I wouldn't expect something like that from Ford, to be honest with you guys. Like, Ford is traditional. Ford just likes to make, for the most part, yes, some supercars, some dope cars, yes, but it's not like I expected that from them. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like, I expect them to make the GT40, right? I expect them to do that because Le Mans and all that stuff. So I respect that. And speaking of Le Mans, I think that is a Le Mans car right there. How sick does that look? Also, too, I want you to look at the front really fast. Look at the front. It kind of damn near resembles a McLaren in a way, and also the Bugatti, the one with the X headlights. It kind of resembles that, in my personal opinion. I could maybe they got some styling cues from there. I don't know, but it kind of looks like a McLaren as well. But that is insane. Just look at these side radiators right there, where those heat exchangers, whatever you guys want to call those are sick. But yeah, what a dope car overall. I love this car. But anyway, like I was saying, I expect them to make the GT40s, but I was not expecting them to make a GTD. That's something that I was not expecting them to make. So the fact that they actually did it blows my mind, because it's a beautiful car. It's ginormous in person. It's freaking huge, but it looks amazing. And shout out to Ford. You guys did an amazing job. You know, and whoever decided that it would be a great idea to allow the suspension to be seen through that little window, 100% you deserve a raise, sir, because that is amazing. So pretty cool cars. Shout out to Ford.